Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. Treasury Department and IRS provide safe harbor for small businesses to claim deductions related to first-round Paycheck Protection Program loans. IR 2021-91, April 22, 2021, Washington. The Treasury Department and the Internal Revenue Service today issued Revenue Procedure 2021-20. There's a link to that revenue procedure here. For certain businesses that receive first-round Paycheck Protection Program (PPP) loans, but did not deduct any of the original eligible expenses because they relied on guidance issued before the enactment of tax relief legislation in December of 2020. So let me give my quick recap of this. This is my interpretation of the recap. Do your homework on this. But we had the PPP loans. Note, with the PPP loans, you could basically take out a loan and possibly get forgiveness on the loan. If you do get forgiveness on the loan, then basically you got free money at that point, right? You took out the loan, but then you got forgiveness on the loan. Basically, you got free money at that point. In order to forgive the loan, you had to spend the money in certain business-related items. Then the question came up as to, well, if I got to forgive the loans because I spent the money on things that were business-related, do I also get to deduct the expenses related to those items, given the fact that I got the money basically for free in order to pay for the expenses, and I got that by forgiving the PPP loan? And there was some mix-up in terms of the guidance, in terms of, well, what is the deductibility then for those expenses that could have been, they would have been business expenses, but they're basically free money given the fact that those were the conditions of paying off or getting the PPP loan forgiven. So that's kind of the background of the issues, some of the overlap consequences of these type of programs that have been going into play. Some of the confusing areas between them is the relationship between them. Can you kind of double up on the benefits that you might get from particular two kind of legislative acts? So that's kind of the background. So under prior guidance, businesses that receive PPP loans to cover payroll costs, interest on covered mortgage obligations, covered rent obligation payments, and covered utility payments could not deduct corresponding expenses. With the December 27, 2020 enactment of the Consolidated Appropriations Act 2021, businesses now may claim these deductions even though they received PPP loans to cover original eligible expenses. These businesses can claim the safe harbor provided by this guidance to deduct those expenses on the return for the immediately subsequent year. More information on COVID-19 related tax relief for business can be found on irs.gov.